What do you get when you mash together the following genres? Action RPG, tower defense, survival, and roguelike. Apparently, you get Tribes of Midgard.
Game night.
Tribes of Midgard is a crazy mashup of genres with absolutely brutal difficulty. I was extremely excited to dive into this game, as I've logged close to 150 hours in Valheim, and was looking for a new Viking-style RPG to sink my teeth into. Does this check all the boxes? Well, yes and no. The game works like this. Your character spawns into a randomly generated world inside of a small town. At the center of this town lies the World Tree. The main goal of Tribes of Midgard? Keep that sucker alive, at all costs. If the tree dies, it's game over, permanently. The game is broken up into day-night cycles. During the day, you explore the world, gathering resources, upgrading your town vendors so you can craft better weapons and armor for yourself, and so you can craft better defenses for the town. During the night, hold on to your butt, because this is where the tower defense portion kicks into high gear. Waves of enemies constantly attack your base, trying at all costs to destroy the World Tree. If the tree survives the night, the cycle begins anew. The next evening they'll be back, and this time, more difficult than the previous. Complicating things even more are the Jotun, gigantic monsters that spawn into the world randomly that, if not taken care of quickly, will wreck your base faster than a bull in a china shop. The good thing is, the Jotun spawn extremely far away from your base, and you're alerted as soon as it happens. They typically take several game days to reach your base, so you do have a decent amount of time to manage them, but it needs to become priority 1 when they show up, especially since finding them will take some time. Each Jotun is based on a specific element, and attacking them with an elemental weapon that they are weak to will greatly improve your chances of success. The game has 8 character classes, but when you first begin playing Tribes of Midgard, you're locked into just 2, a warrior and a ranger. On each successive playthrough, you unlock something to make your next attempt at the game easier. Well, in theory at least. New character classes, new runes that give you passive buffs, etc. This is one area where I found the game needing a little bit of improvement. The actual unlocks that improve your character for the next run don't come as often as you'd like, and oftentimes you just end up with a cool looking cosmetic item, which is great because who doesn't want to look cool, but at the end of the day, I'd rather be alive wearing ugly armor than face first in the dirt looking like the flyest Viking this side of Asgard. The biggest selling point here is the multiplayer. Playing with your friends can be a blast. The game supports up to 10 players in co-op. I've played several rounds with my wife and some friends, and quite a few rounds solo. The game is fine solo, but it shines in co-op, having a good laugh peppered with a dose of high anxiety with your buddies. Now the verdict. I'll be honest, I'm really enjoying my time in Tribes of Midgard, but I need to look at it through the proper lens. If you're a masochist who relishes a game with brutal difficulty, there's a lot of fun to be had here. The combat is decent, the world is interesting enough, the mashup of different game genres is unique and works well, but for everyone else, it's a tougher sell. The gameplay cycle can get repetitive fairly quickly, and having to start over every time the World Tree dies is not for everyone. There's also no downtime in this game. If you don't spend every waking second getting ready for the next night cycle or the next Jotun, you are toast. As Obi-Wan would say, in Tribes of Midgard, you're always on the move.
Always on the move.
Usually, that's a good thing in games. But when it's forced on you because certain death and the game over screen is literally the only alternative, well, let's just say the anxiety is real. And for these reasons, we here at the Adventurers Guild give Tribes of Midgard a neutral thumb. Play it eventually, but wait for a sale. A big shout out to our patrons as always. And for the Adventurers Guild, I'm Steve. This has been Tribes of Midgard, available now on PC via Steam and PlayStation. And we'll catch you guys in the next one.